the hell? What the hell? What the hell, auntie? What the hell, baby?
No, I like you go to church now.
Please. Don't act like I didn't grow up going to church.
Yeah, that's.
Act like it's all like I've.
Is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be your responsibility? Don't act like you go to church now.
Never experienced.
Don't just act like you go to church now.
Please.
Currently,
Bye.
like these days.
Bye.
15 minutes. And you're like, okay, I'm at my quota, guys. I'll see you later. What's up? I'm Z.
Actually, I'm Z.
I was Z first.
It really doesn't matter. I'm the cooler Z, but you are the Z.
Always matters.
That won best drama film in a film fest. So I'm going to go ahead and let you be the cooler Z this episode because I'm super proud. And we're here to spill some tea. And if you don't want to hear our tea.
It was a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. I was the better Z since I was born.
If you don't want to hear our tea.
Where were you in 83?
Then
84, 85. While I was being cool. Thank you.
Okay, so you were the cooler Z until 88 because that's when the real cool Z was born. Got it. Noted. Moving on.
July 18th,
we're
still cool.
Here to spill some tea. I was about to get mad for a second, but then I realized. I was like, I know this motherfucker.
Get it.
It took me a little minute. I was like, I know he didn't.
Wow.
Anyway.
And that's why I'm the cooler Z. You prove it time and time again.
Anywho.
Yeah, shout out to Sacktown Movie Buffs Film Festival. It was dope.
Insert crowd clapping here. My big brother, his film got selected for a film festival and he won Best Drama. And the lead actress in his film won Best Actress. So.
For another movie. She's in several movies. But yeah. People were like, oh, I want to work with that guy. And I was all like, mission accomplished. Mm-hmm.
Basically, we're talented over here. So no, don't be trying to don't now.
No, please. Go ahead. Subscribe, like. F what she talk about.
Anywho, congratulations, brother. I wish I was there for the awards part.
Thanks. Totally could have been, but you left.
I did because I was tired.
Yeah, but it was dope.
It was great. It was cool to see your stuff on the big screen.
Stowe, I think say his last name. But yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait till next year. On to bigger and better things. Next up, Sinners type numbers in the Guild Theater or something like that. Gotta work our way up.
I mean, I feel like that is a reachable goal, actually.
It's very reachable.
So, for those who didn't hear, he said at the Guild Theater, which is a local theater where we're at. I just don't want you guys to think that we're that delusional and that my brother's next film will be doing Sinners numbers. Thank you. Not this very next one, but soon. Yeah. Don't play on our top. Anyway.
Within 10 years for sure.
Can you guess what today's topic is? You guessed 2 and you were wrong. So I'm like, do you live under a rock or do you just maybe not?
I be busy. I be doing stuff. This weekend, in addition to the film festival, I also had a speaking engagement going and feeding life into the future generations. All right.
So we're going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe.
I should have guessed that.
You should have.
I should have guessed that.
You should have.
Yeah. We didn't already talk about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Yeah. Well.
It just happened.
Several ideas for thumbnail.
Club Shay.
Yeah. Only got to be 19 to get in to that club.
Bro. So, just a quick little rundown.
Your kid's is bad, bro.
Don't get at my kids like that. We're doing the podcast though, so you got to be quiet.
He doesn't care because he's bad.
Don't label my child. Don't even put that out there. My son is not bad.
He's not.
Get away from the camera.
Oh, that doesn't help.
Stop.
That doesn't help.
Trace, real talk. Get. Trace.
Are you guys hearing it?
Get out.
Are you guys hearing it?
Take your backpack with you.
The conversation
Now.
started 10 minutes ago and you're still saying the same thing?
Okay. Anywho. Club Shay Shay. Some people like to refer to Shannon Sharpe as their uncle. Not me. Although, let me stop. So.
Wow. Oh.
Are you guys all wondering? Anyway, April 21st, an OnlyFans model named Gabriela Zuniga filed a $50 million civil lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe alleging sexual assault, battery, and emotional distress during their relationship in 2024. Her team presented audio recordings and text messages as evidence. So then Sharpe's attorney released explicit text messages between Sharpe and Zuniga suggesting consensual sexual role-playing. The messages included references to BDSM activities and the woman allegedly requesting to be abused. On the 26th, Sharpe addressed the lawsuit publicly, denying the allegations and calling the situation a shakedown.
Shakedown.
He also revealed that he offered a $10 million settlement to Zuniga, which was declined, which to me proves nothing. So some details that aren't in this little recap is the fact that Shannon Sharpe was 54 years old and little Gabby was 19 years old.
You don't have to say little Gabby.
That's how I feel about it.
I'm sure she was little in comparison to Shake, but
they met in the gym. Apparently, she denied his advances the first few times. I'm not sure why that's relevant. And then she ended up giving in, and they were in a relationship, including the time where Shay Shay was walking Michelle through it on live. In Gabby's mind, they were together during that time. And allegedly, that's the incident that caused her to be like, I'm done dealing with this alleged abuse.
I'm going to go full Karen on you.
So, I do have some audio and some text messages. Not whose kid's bad. So.
One time, I had to say his name.
You snapped twice first. Anyways.
No
so let's dive right into this topic.
Compared to a 30-minute conversation. So, I mean, I don't want to say like this is what happens when you mess with
a white girl.
Oh, I don't have to say it. So, I don't know. It's like I there's the clip with Monique telling him that's being resurfacing, like, you don't need to mess with no younger. And I do feel like there's definitely some truth to that.
Yes.
And it's like, I guess there's an age of consent, but I don't feel like that age automatically grants is like maturity and those different type of things. And I will say, if him being into what he's into, I mean, I don't think that's even an issue here. I don't think people are saying that's an issue, but it's like people have these quote unquote fetishes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, look at the guy who got killed by the OnlyFans model.
Question some things. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's
which I'm not shaming BDSM, but you need to be safe.
You need Jesus. Safe. Duh. You need to be safe.
Okay, so what if somebody does that with their spouse?
Saved.
Anyways, I have a daughter. She will be 19 in 5 years. I don't math. Oh my gosh. Yes, I counted it on my hand.
Don't worry about it.
And
don't worry about it.
Correct. But if she came home, she's like, Mom, I met this guy. He's so great. And he's 60.
Yo, like, oh my gosh, yeah, invite him over for dinner.
That was Kill Bill if you didn't know.
Yes, that was Kill Bill.
Yeah, and I'm definitely being like, hey, it's Mario.
Yeah, just invite him over. Hey. Oh my gosh, let's meet him. Yes.
Yeah.
And then he comes over.
Does he leave? We don't know.
Hey, so what's your first name, last name, and social?
We don't know. But that's how we feel about that. Because that's crazy.
I feel like that about a couple of ones you talk to. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. What 50, almost 60-year-old man? Homegirl probably just graduated from high school the year. What are you talking about? I would flip. I digress. This is not my real life. This is not happening to me.
You're already flipping, buddy.
But I'm saying, try me if you want to. So then here's the recording.
You're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you.
She
literally sounds
19.
like yes.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet.
Listen, manipulating her mentally.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Babe, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Is this part
I don't know. Anything I say
of the role playing?
So part of me feels like that sounds like because okay, hold on.
Is that supposed to be part of the role playing? That's what he likes.
Here, I think that's also
I want you to act like you don't want it.
No. I do believe that's also what she likes because here's some text messages allegedly she sent. Let me turn this volume down now. Call me. I feel like effing with you. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're me.
Yeah.
Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then you can do whatever you want to me. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and then marry you. So these are text messages from her to him, allegedly.
Like while her tongue is on there? Yeah, so...
So I do believe that some of that conversation could have been about like some of the foreplay and she was recording it. But I do 100% believe there was some manipulation. I do feel like some lines could have been blurred because something she's alleged to is that no means no. So if it's something that started consensual and then he wanted to enter through a different pathway and she said no.
Watch the T video, guys. The T video. If they don't want tea, they don't want tea. If you start making tea and then they decide they don't want tea after you started making the tea, then stop making the tea. They don't want the tea. You know the video I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's a very, very, I was like, this video is genius.
Yes.
They don't want tea? They don't want tea. I
sent that to my son. So started off consensual. It changed. He wanted to enter through a different orifice. So she said no, and he did it anyway. So she also texted him after that and was like, hey, no means no. I said no, and you did that to me. But he's trying to say the whole thing was consensual. Here's what gets me besides the age thing. And I just want to put this out there before anybody comments with some nonsense like women always, if it was flipped, I'd be just as please. Let my son bring it. Ain't she a woman? Please. Either way, it's disgusting. But he offered her a $10 million settlement. That's a lot. Why did you offer $10 million for the settlement if you were like completely 100% not guilty?
I will say this. I just watched a YouTuber's video and I was like, you're right. He brought up the Reputation, you know what I'm talking about? And he brought up Michael Jackson, how Michael Jackson was found not guilty on all charges, and yet it still tarnished his reputation and affected his career. Just the allegations, like even today, people still talk about it. They do little spoofs about it and stuff like that. So, Caleb, move out the way. Move. So it's like that. And he also brought up, Jay-Z, because it's the same lawyer
It is the same
going for
lawyer,
Jay-Z.
which
And it
is
was
a
like,
red flag for
and
sure.
it was like, yeah, man, they try to get this money, and why would somebody pay when it looks like guilt? It's all like, well, because we don't want this to tarnish our reputation. But it's like, yeah.
But in that same
a
token,
shakedown.
Jay-Z didn't offer nothing. He got it shut down, ended, dead it, and he didn't offer to settle nothing.
That's because,
so,
you know what I'm saying? That Illuminati, the Rock Nation.
So
Allegedly.
And even if you are going to do that, why 10 million just seems like so much money.
But isn't he about to get like 150 million or something like that?
Now, he offered that before then.
How long before?
He offered,
because people were saying, "Oh, well, now that he's got this contract,
no, he
people
offered
coming out the woodwork."
Million before that.
Well, that's just crazy. But it's 10 million would be a lot if you're not a millionaire. I think you know what I'm saying. So,
but why not offer? I don't know.
So that's like if you want to break it down and say,
maybe even
5. He offered 10,000 instead of offering 100. Like
10 million just seems like a lot to offer just to settle
when you know
that you're not guilty. If you can offer 10 million to settle, why can't you pay and fight it?
Because isn't he getting dropped from stuff?
He decided to step back until football season, but you know that they made him go on administrative leave. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
but that ain't how he worded it.
That's the stuff he was trying to avoid. It's like, bro, I don't, especially in cancel culture is all strong, stuff like that. It's like, dude, and like she's 19, she's white, he's black. There's so many, he's big and buff. She's like small. So there's all these things that go into it where it's all like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I also
but ain't she
like
OnlyFans?
We need to be careful.
Does she do OnlyFans like content?
OnlyFans.
But I feel like she does like adult content?
Yes. I feel like it could be true that she's into that weird stuff. Because to me, that conversation sounded a little bit flirty. I'm not victim shaming. Don't come for me. But
it sounded flirty.
A little bit like
because she wasn't aggressive when she said it?
A little, I don't know, like it's a part. It sounded normal.
No, I don't want you to do that to me.
That's kind of what I got from the vibe I got.
No, daddy.
But also, just because that was the case, like she said, no means no. So even if it was in the middle of something and she was like no, like for real, no. And he kept like that's a problem.
Yeah, I feel like,
like both of those things could have happened.
Shake should be like, yeah, we're going to play it safe, especially having money and being successful and being a black man. Like, it's like, we're going to play it safe and not even. It
just says prior to the civil lawsuit.
Venture into the area of you not wanting this. But I can tell you what. Abstinence. Hello.
Oh, he has vowed to countersue for defamation.
Yeah,
it just says, it only says he offered a $10 million settlement to Gabby prior to the suit being filed. It doesn't say exactly when that was.
Interesting.
So I don't know.
In the court of public opinion, that's the thing. In the court of public opinion, it's like, oh, and the other thing is he was talking about, when he talking about people that have like young wives or something like that. It was another clip I saw where he was talking about somebody where it was like he was talking about them having a younger woman. And it's like, bro, what? You talking all that crap knowing
meanwhile
what you into? Like what? Like, and everybody's like, you can't throw rocks on a glass house. But at the same time, when Monique was saying that stuff, he was sitting here, he was busting up laughing like, yeah, you right. He was laughing about it. Like, he wasn't like denying it. You know what I mean? So what should happen here? Should they look at the age of consent or something like that and be like, maybe we should? Maybe
unfortunately, Unfortunately, and that is the age of consent. So, but it's still disgusting. And doesn't he have a daughter? I don't know. I think I found that clip.
She could pop up. 20? She 20? Donnell.
Who's that? That preaching album?
Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Donnell? I didn't date her mom because, I did not date her mom. What? You like them young, though. Don't do that. I don't like them. I don't like them young.
That was talking about a 23-year
Say
age
Shay.
gap.
I hear you like them young. Say Shay. It's not even a legend. It's like, yeah.
That's what you need, huh? That's what you need. Why y'all out on Ocho? And they talk about, if somebody I read a comment, I don't know why these older men want to date these young girls that can be old enough, that can be young enough to be their daughters and don't find that creepy. I respond and say, I don't know why these women be in everybody's business and don't find that creepy.
Amen, brother.
Shay go get his groove back. Shay got his groove back. Yeah. Y'all didn't say no, but Stella, because I remember I went to the movie and you clapping. Yeah, child. Do it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now all of a sudden, Shay trying to get his groove back. That's a problem.
Nah, and Stella wasn't dating a teenager.
And sometimes this is what they try to do. This is what older women try to do. Older women will guilt trip you. It will guilt trip you into why you dealing with younger women, and because ain't nobody picking us.
Bye.
I mean, I'm sure some older women do that, but why would you want a
and also,
man
did
that's
Ocho
like
mean a 19-year-old?
But why would you want a man that's like, you know what I'm saying, going after that? It kind of seems like, well, you don't want stimulating conversation. And I'm not calling anybody dumb or stupid, but for, like personally, I see, like we've had this conversation before. Like the girl, I go to college and these girls are like 20, and I look at them like they're my daughter. My daughter isn't even 20 years old yet, but I'm 40 years old. I could be their dad. Like I could have had them at like 20 years ago.
Yep.
Some of them weren't even born yet, or like even gestating yet. So it's like, I mean, and I said this before, like, I mean, they're cute. I'm like, I'm sure if I was like 20 years younger, I'd be like, oh my gosh, they're fine. Like, I'm sure, you know, but I just, it's like, to me, they're adorable. And I wouldn't say it because I'm like, you're a grown woman. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're adorable because I don't want to make it seem like I'm not respecting, you know what I'm saying, that you are an adult, but you're a young adult. These girls are in college and yeah, they're adults. But me personally, I was different, 18, 21 to 24. And then like 30, like there's this different, you just mature at different times in life. So for me, it's like, even like, I don't know, even like physically, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's such a difference. There's such a difference in a 20-year-old developed body and a 30-year-old developed body. So it's like, where do you see the attraction? And maybe I'm different because I do like older. I personally like older women for whatever reason. Like growing up, I would be like, you know, Ma, who your friend? You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey, older sister, I'd be all like, hey, who your friend? You know what I mean? But I don't necessarily see the appeal, and not even on a pure physical level.
Yeah.
Because it's just developmentally, it's different.
Here's another clip. This is the one I was looking for.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Why she talking?
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
That's how she talks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big black guy chose small white woman.
That definitely must be
It's
some
not
kind
a
of
good
fantasy.
look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what the shit you did to me.
Like what? What you do?
Okay, well.
I can't. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about right now?
Right.
Oh, it's like freaking talking to my niece, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, little kid. And you're being intimate with them, bro? Like, what in the world?
Somebody said, pay that lady her money.
What in the world? Oh, man, need Jesus. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's crazy. But some of these comments, I don't think it's fair to say because someone's an OnlyFans model doing adult content that they can't be assaulted. Like, what?
Yeah, that's like saying prostitutes can't be assaulted. Like,
and
come
they're
on.
like,
We've all seen the Law and Order episodes that, like, hopefully raise awareness towards that. Because, yeah, no means no. And that's why I guess, was it like rights for like sex workers or whatever? And they'd be all like, we got to fight and we got to protect the sex workers. And I mean, I have feelings, but people are people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, the documentary right now, the Gone Girls documentary where somebody was, he was like hunting sex workers. And because they were sex workers, the police were like, oh, well, they chose what they chose. And it's like, what?
Which is crazy.
What?
Because 9 times out of
They're
10,
people.
That's also not the case. Somebody wakes up and like, oh, I'm just going to go prostitute today. I mean, there's normally a addiction or they're trafficked or...
Yeah,
Come
that
on,
too.
fancy, don't let me down. Their mama make them do it, like that song. I mean, there's all kinds of different scenarios. So to think that somebody went to school and grew up and they're like, you know what? I'm going to be a prostitute when I grow up. And they like, get out of here.
We talked about that on the one episode.
It's like, where's the empathy?
But that's exactly what it is. It's empathy because, I mean, regardless... the psychologists I'll be saying like it's about power and being powerless and like nobody wants to feel that. And that's why it's no means no. And I'm going to say this, like that's why it's like, man, it's practical. The Bible, when it's all like, yo, just practice abstinence, yo. Don't do nothing unless you're doing it with your wife or your husband within the boundaries of marriage. Because then it's all like, yo, I mean, she said yes on the marriage night. I'm not trying to say that spouses can't be assaulted, but I'm saying that the chances of it being like, no, I didn't want you to do nothing with me would be dramatically lower if you were married and you're doing it within the way it was created to be. But everybody doing this stuff and it's all like, sheesh, where's the line? Where is the line? Because there's a line that's there. It's like, well, we don't like that line. It's okay. Where's the new line? And what do you draw it? And how do you say, yeah, that's cool? Because 5419 is perfectly legal according to whatever line is there. Like, I don't even know. Is there a line there? I don't feel like there's a line there.
Don't try my name.
And then it's like, you're an adult and you can have your hang-ups and you can have your fetishes and stuff like that. And it's all like, and then stuff like this happens. And it's like, well, then you got the code of public opinion. And you got 2 people's lives that are ultimately going to be affected either way, no matter what.
Either way. So I think the best thing to do is just
abstinence. Yes, abstinence.
Really
I agree.
The due diligence. But if it does come out that she's lying about being assaulted, I think there needs to be consequences for that. Because
I thought there was. Isn't there consequences for lying to the police?
Because I'm talking about specifically lying about being sexually assaulted. Because what that does is discredit so many victims. I'm not saying I feel like that's what Gabby is doing.
I mean, I'm saying
if that is what is found out, there needs to be some.
And it's sad that that's
consequence there.
It's sad that that's what happened.
And if Shannon is guilty, there needs to be some consequence there. But also, if you're 54 years old, chances are you don't have nothing in common with that little 19, 20, let's just say 20 to 30. Y'all got nothing in common. 30 and up. Okay?
Still. But yeah, I mean, I think, 30-year-old, it could be y'all like, what? You're only 30? Dang. I can see that. You had conversations and it's all like, oh, she's so mature. Because I feel like
it's wild. And again, even if the genders were reversed, I'd be just as like, what is Oh my gosh, it's like Drea Michelle getting pregnant by that young kid. It's basically a couple years older than my oldest. It's disgusting. Ugh. Anyways, I'll be watching this case. We're going to see what happens and where it goes. I personally feel like offering 10 million's a lot. So I feel like there's definitely something there. Do you have anything else to say?
Abstinence. Can't go wrong.
But also...
Can't go wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with it. You might not like it, but it's all like, well, what is this way the alternatives here? I bet he was all like, dang it. Abstinence. I should have been abstinent.
No, he's probably like, I should listen to Monique.
And or if he was like, oh, I kept them. If they just went on dates and it was okay, we're done. He's like, you know what? I figured at 19 we don't really have that much in common, so we don't have to talk anymore.
Because she literally just graduated from high school.
That conversation. Literally. She was sitting there.
I remember when I was
like
probably 20.
I don't really like want to be like choked or whatever.
Like, dude, like,
but like, I mean, I guess, like, what are you saying?
I remember when I was like 21.
What are you saying right now?
I had to be like 21. And
do you remember that far back?
There was a man who was older and he was a high school teacher.
And you had his baby. No, okay.
No. What? And he was also a police officer, retired. But I remember he invited me to one of the games.
Nope.
He was coaching.
Why did he invite you anywhere? How old was he? How old was he?
He had to be like maybe 50, late 40s to 50s. So I go to this football game.
Why do older men just gravitate toward it? Like, what are we doing?
And I had a moment where I was like, I'm only a few years older than these girls at this high school right now.
And I'm here for the coach.
This is very awkward. He definitely must be a weirdo. And then I didn't talk to him anymore. So
he invited you to a game with a whole bunch of other young girls
to watch him coach
age.
a high school game.
He coached high school girls?
He coached high school football. But while I was at the high school game,
and you were basically like one of the cheerleaders,
I was just like,
why'd you go to the game?
Girl could be friends. Like, what? He's definitely a weirdo. So let me just end this.
At least the prayers interceded one time.
Okay. Let's go ahead and end on Monique's clip.
This dating thing. Because it's Mo is different now. When you and I...
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say that? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you. I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, no.
Now I'm looking right at you. Let me tell you what Shannon needs. Okay? Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You try to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for a fourth round, you're looking around like, bitch, listen, I need you. Want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he was doing, I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'll be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, you're old school. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you.
Miss Elladora.
She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
she don't have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack, clack.
I didn't hear that part. Monique's a fool. I did not hear that part.
I guess I got to come on.
Anyways, you should have listened to your girl Monique, Shannon. I have nothing else to say. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you think. Do you think a 19-year-old and a 54-year-old is fine? And if you do think that, if it was your daughter or your son who brought them home, how would you feel about that too? Take it all the way.
That's not even like, it's not even objective at all. It's like, you basically said, don't comment if you like it. That's what you said.
No.
Or comment if you feel like
for real.
abstinence is the way.
Plead your case. Let us know. You can follow us
in Jesus' name.
everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tubes of the U. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for listening. This is an award-winning director right here, so pay some respect. And should we say
deuces? Cut.
You're stupid.
Because I'm a director.
Yeah. We get it.